If you guys want a really fun and cheap way to get yourself some FIFA coins, then check out FIFA Jackpot in the description down below. What you can do is you can open these crazy packs, get some crazy players, and get some crazy coins. If you want to do so, remember to use discount code KURT5 for 5% off. Boom! If you guys are looking to pick yourself up some cheap Microsoft points, PSN cards for the new team this season coming out soon, check out G2A.com. Also, if you want to get some cheap PC games, they're perfect for it. Check the links in the description down below. Cheap for Football Manager, CSGO, and all that great stuff. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new completed transfers episode. This one is ridiculous. We have, I can't remember exactly, I think it's 14 or 15 players in this episode. It is an absolute smash hit of an episode and it's going to be a very, very good one. So, if we could smash 750 likes on this, that would be absolutely amazing. Normally I upload these on a weekend, but and so many transfers going through at the moment, I think we can manage one on a Wednesday and one on a weekend. So, like I said, sub if you're new around here and also smash that like button. So, we're going to go into our first one, and this has been confirmed by almost every source other than Arsenal. I think by the time the video comes up, it might even be confirmed by Arsenal. Sky Sports News saying it's a done deal. Petr Cech to Arsenal for 11 million. He's the only one in here that I have a slight doubt about, but Sky Sports says it's like completely done. Just waiting for Arsenal to confirm it. So I'm pretty happy about that. He's going to be incredible for us, and I'm so happy that we've actually picked him up. It's nice to see an Arsenal sign in these episodes. Next up we have Sylvain Distin. This one is a very interesting one for me. Bournemouth are actually doing a really good job in the transfer window. Picking up Distin on a free I think is a great signing. He's the sort of player that will do really well in a relegation battle. I know he's getting on a little bit, which is why I downgraded his pace, but I feel like a Premier League experienced centre-back is always absolutely massive in keeping your side up. Next up we have Roberto Firmino, who's actually signed for 22 mil, but it's looking like it will most likely go up to 29. There's clauses and stuff in it, and it's basically guaranteed it will go up to 29 mil. That's what's being reported. Anyway, a very big signing though. He's one of those players that I feel like if he is with Coutinho and they've got players like Lallana around him, they're going to have a good squad next year, and it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on, especially with the likes of Ings being added to the side. It's going to be very interesting. Next up we have Johannes Geis. This guy has gone for an undisclosed fee to FC Schalke. He looks like a cool little defensive mid. He's got some nice well-rounded stats. He's a sort of player that if he picked up a team of the season or something like that, he'd be crazy, because most of his stats would be over 80 other than pace and shooting, and he'd just be a really cool little card. And he's actually scores quite a few goals for a defensive mid. I think he got 4 or 5 next season, which is always quite cool to see. Next up we have Joe Gomez. This guy is just a bit of a random one. He's 3.5 mil from Charlton to Liverpool. He's an okay little bronze player. He looks like he'll be a fun player for Ultimate Team in career mode if he has good growth. With 75 pace, his defending and physicals are okay, and he's a bronze player, so I'm sure will grow a ton in something like career mode. So I don't know if he's going to get first team football anytime soon, but he's kind of one for the future. Next up, we have KONDOGBIA. He's a player that's been linked with Arsenal for years and years. Obviously, a Monaco defensive mid. I've only watched him a few times, especially when Arsenal played against Monaco, but he looked fantastic. And I think it's a great signing for Inter. Both Inter and AC Milan seem to be making moves in this transfer window, and they're spending some good money. It'd be good to see them back to what they once were. And for 28 mil, hopefully for them, KONDOGBIA is good. Next up, we have Matty Lowton. I think this is a bit of an interesting one. I don't know how much he's gone for. I'd expect it to be relatively a low fee, but that was an unintentional pun. Lowton. Sorry about that. But yeah, he's gone from Aston Villa to Burnley for an undisclosed fee, and I don't really know much about him, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really watch Villa that much, and I don't really know how much he plays, so I don't know if it's good or bad for Burnley. Next up, we have Mario Mandzukic. This guy's an absolute tank of a player, and he's gone to Juve for 15 mil. Atletico Madrid converting Griezmann into more of a striker. It kind of hasn't made as much space for Mandzukic, and I think that they may be bringing in another striker with that 15 million. I think it's a great signing, though, for Juve. I really rate him, and I think he'll be a great striker. It just makes me wonder what's going to happen with all the strikers they already have there. I mean, obviously, there's Tevez, there's Morata, there's Fernando Llorente. I mean, he's just kind of wasting away there. So it's going to be interesting. At least one of them's going to be on the way out, and I'm not sure who it will be. Next up, we have James McLean. It's a bit of an interesting one. This guy has made a move to West Brom. I feel like West Brom and Wigan both have a lot of Irish players, and they just kind of send them between each other. But he's gone to West Brom. West Brom have, like I said, a bunch of Irish players, and I think for 1.5 mil, it's a good little signing. I kind of rate McLean. I never knew if it's McLean or McLean, but nonetheless, I think it's a good signing for 1.5 mil. Could have a good season, you never know. He's one of those players that could be great. Next up, we have Malumbu, and I'm not joking, with a Norwich badge on this card. It looks so cool. I feel like it just suits the gold, like his club, the country, everything. It just looks like a really sick badge. I don't know why. That's just what I think. But a free transfer there, I think that's a great signing for Norwich. I think it'll be key for them in the Premier League next season. He's going to be a very good little player indeed. You cannot complain for any free transfer at all. Next up, we have Nordfeldt. He's gone to Swansea to kind of be the backup, the understudy to Lucas Fabianski. It's good for him to get a bit of competition there. Of course, we've seen a few of their backup goalies leave. Gerhard Tremmel, a few of them have gone. So, a good bit of competition from a top goalie who's had some fantastic years at Heerenveen. Be interesting to see how they go on. It's an undisclosed fee. I'd expect it to be under like 3-ish mil, but a good signing. Next up, we have Perotti. I think this is a great signing. He's had a fantastic year for in the Serie A for Genoa. I'm pretty sure it's Genoa. He's had a great season though, looking at his stats. 7 million is not a bad deal at all. It's the sort of moves that you need to make if you want to stay in the Premier League, and Watford are definitely making some good deals here. You can see obviously with their Udinese workings where obviously they own it, they're going to be doing some Serie A dealings because they know what it's like. Some of the Serie A players have a better scouting network over there because of course Udinese, they'll be able to steal their scouts literally, so it'll be very interesting to see how he gets on. I think he'll be a good player in the Prem. And last but most certainly not least, we have Martin Stekelenburg. This guy is such a complex guy. I just don't know what to make of him. He was amazing for Roma, went to Fulham somehow. We have no idea how. They obviously went down. He's gone on loan to Monaco, and now he's on loan at Southampton this year. He didn't get much game time at all at Monaco. I don't know how much game time he's going to get at Southampton, but it's a very smart move from Southampton because obviously when Fraser Forster was injured, they had to rely on Kelvin Davis. Is it Kelvin or Kevin Davis? They've got one of each. I think the goalie's Kelvin, but they had to rely on him for a little while, and I think to have Stekelenburg as a backup on loan, I think is absolutely genius. But that, boys, means it's the end of this confirmed transfers episode. I hope you did enjoy it. There was a ton of confirmed transfers in this one, and hopefully there's even more by the time we have this weekend's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, though. Smash that like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.